So what really made you help ramp up your business? Like what really did you start doing that allowed you to be consistent and have that steady flow of income?
Well, again, the fire under me, that was a big thing. I was starting to run out of money. 6 months was going by pretty quick. And I just made sure that I stayed in touch with the people that I met.
Okay.
If I, then it was phone numbers. Email wasn't as popular. So get phone numbers, addresses, meet people, talk to them, send them things in the mail. I stayed in touch, and that is the thread that I kept on with for 27 years. I was taught that.
And you did, you had a pretty successful first year in the business, right?
8 sales.
8 sales in the first year in the business, and all that came from talking to people.
Yes. I lived where I sold, and, everybody knew what I was doing, and I made sure everybody was aware I was getting into real estate, and I was learning about it. I was teaching myself, learning from other agents, doing the classes, all of that was important. And I feel like when people know you're continuing to educate yourself, that's who they want to be with.
Oh, for sure. And so for you, you did 8-year transactions in the first year, which is pretty good. But how'd you go from 27 years ago, 8 transactions a year, to now doing almost $10 million in sales? And that's been pretty consistent for you, right?
It is. I consistently went up even during the hard times, 07, 08. Those were some of my biggest years because I just reinvented what I had to be a real estate agent. So, there's always that ebb and flow in the business, and you either can sit still in sit in your laurels and say, well, this is how I do it, I'm not changing, or you can roll with it. You have to continue to, move forward and try to learn what it is that a buyer and seller want and what they need.
So it sounds like it's not so much the market that controls your business, it's your actual actions that you choose to do day in and day out. Because you've seen a couple of different markets.
I have.
Yeah. And so 2007, 2008, you said those are some of your biggest years. How were you able to have your biggest years during the housing recession?
Because I got really connected with lenders. I made sure that I had 3 or 4 different lenders that, that's where I got my foreclosures, that's where I got my short sales. And those people that I sold houses to before that were now in a situation where they didn't have their jobs anymore and they had to sell their homes, I made sure that I was their trusted advisor. I got a short sale attorney that gave me some language to use with these people so that I understood how to talk to them. But yeah, people were looking for help, and you have to be the one that can give them that help.
Yeah. Did you do a short sale prior to 2007, 2008?
No, I did not.
So you didn't do a short sale, the housing market crashes, you see that that's something that you need to learn to do, so how did you actually learn how to do it?
Well, when I found out about what the short sale animal was, I talked to an attorney who then had a short sale attorney. They had an extension of their law firm.
Okay.
And that short sale attorney sat with me and showed me the process. And at that time, the process was still evolving. So as it changed, she helped me and helped me understand that. And I was able to work with her in tandem to, okay, now these people are going to short sell, you go sell their house. And, they go to the next level of whatever it is, whether it be renting or, move out of Michigan, shut the door on your way out, kind of was the phrase back then. Yeah. So it was a lot of automotive workers. So that was basically the system, just getting out there and learning from the pros.
So your pursuit to learn short sales, was that something that was initiated by yourself, or is that something a mentor encouraged you to do, or how did that come about?
I did that on my own. I got to know an attorney that was a family friend, and then by having the conversation, they had the assistant that did the short sales, so I was the one that went out and did that.
So you took the initiative upon yourself to say, hey, I'm noticing things are changing. I have to learn how to do this because this is part of the business, and you did it yourself. Yes,
and that's an important factor in this business. We are independent contractors. We aren't spoon-fed. We aren't handheld. We have to go out. You want your business to be successful, you have to choose to do that yourself.
I love it. And that's so true, because so many agents are, well, the market's doing, because if you haven't noticed, the market's changed a little bit year over year. Well, the market's doing this, the market's doing that. Yeah, we can all complain about it, but you have to get off your, take initiative and go out there and figure out how to do things differently. Otherwise, you ain't going to make it.
Yes, I agree. And finding out what people are afraid of and then addressing that fear. So if everyone's afraid of the fact that the interest rates have changed and their values have changed, then go find out why and what could potentially happen and explain that. And right now, video is big. I just did a little video, and I got a great, a great return on that. And people were thanking me, texting me, saying, "Oh my gosh, I never even knew." People always say, how's real estate? Oh my gosh, it's so bad. You must really be suffering, not making any money. Well, no, that's not the case. But let me explain to you why you think what you think. And I think that's important.